Ever heard about Peeping Tom? When was the last time you heard about Peeping Tom getting exactly what he fucking deserved? I personally have not heard that at all, except Actaeon. Cat, who the fuck is Actaeon? Let me tell you. Let me start off by saying I am so sorry. I have not been keeping up with the goddamn series like I said I was going to. Bitches have been busy. Bitches have been sad. Bitches saw their man, but bitches no longer are seeing their man, and now they're sad again. But it's okay. We're back. We're here. We're back. I got one more trip left this summer before my birthday, and after that, I'll be relatively back to normal for like 3 days, and I gotta go back to New York for school. So let's start off by talking about who the fuck Actaeon was, right? So Actaeon was part of the Cadmus family, which was a very important family in ancient Greece. The first nigga in the Cadmus family was the founder of Thebes, that crazy ass city. Thanks, Hercules. And he's also considered the bringer of the Greek alphabet, which is so crazy because if they didn't have an alphabet before, how were they talking in grunts and moans? Like, they were a very, very important family in terms of the entire making of Greece. In the creation of the city, as with most, like, you know, prominent Greek families, there was a curse, because there's always a curse. A family can never just be happy in this damn country. It's crazy. So in creating Thebes, they had to kill a water dragon, which helped them, you know, build it, which was cool. You know, why we're killing water dragons, who knows? But with them killing this water dragon, Ares also like, boop, curse the bitch. Don't kill a dragon. Cadmus's daughter, Autonomy, whatever the fuck her name was, she gave birth to a son named Actaeon, who was fathered by the god Aristeus, pronunciation is ugh. He was often referred to as the Apollo of the field, so he was in there just fucking it up in them cornfields. He was tutored and trained by the homeboy Chiron, right? He grew up to be a very admired huntsman and was often revered by the amount of love and control that he had over all his hounds, all his dogs. So one day, they were in the forest and they were hunting and they were searching for a stag. They saw the stag, but they lost the scent. So now they're just rolling through the forest, you know, where's damn deer at? While they were hunting, he had separated away from his hounds to chase the trail because the hounds saw one thing and he saw another. So they were on two different trails and very, very much separated, right? So in his pursuit for the stag, he stumbled upon a big waterfall. He was like, oh, period. And then he was like, whoa, who is that bathing over there? It was Artemis, y'all. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, his whole like life, what he loved to do. And she was sitting there bathing naked, and he was sitting there watching her like this. Fucked up. He fucked up right there. He was watching her, staring at her, eyes popping out of his head, mouth wide open. Lil Actaeon was like, shit, I like what we see. What we finna do right now? Let's get into it. So we don't exactly know what caused Artemis to realize she was being stared at. Maybe his drool was just drooling too damn much and it hit a leaf and it snapped and she was like, who the fuck is that? Or he had moved closer trying to see her more and he stepped on a twig and that twig was like, Artemis, somebody watching you. But either way, Artemis found out he was there, heard him like, you know, watching her, turned and was like, a nigga? At this point, Artemis was like, oh shit, a man didn't see my titties. Fuck. And she was like, you, Mr. Mortal over there, you better not say nothing about what you just saw. These curves, this punani, better not say a damn thing. As soon as she left, the huntsman that he came with, not just his dogs, the other man that he was in the woods with, he heard him in the back and he was like, yo, Artemis Coochie is over here. And as soon as she heard him call out to the other man in the forest saying that she was out here naked, she was like, bing, curse that nigga, cursed him. And then you'd be thinking, now, if you were cursed by Artemis, what would that look like? Because she is a protector of young women, Journey Chastity, whatever, and all that fun stuff. But what would that exactly look like to be cursed by her? Bitch! He ran away in fear of what would happen if she heard him, came and found him, and did something to him. So he was running away, but he was in excruciating pain. Terrible ass headache. He was like, what is going on here? I ate today, I had water. Why do I feel like this? And he runs, and he trips, and he stumbles upon another pool of water. And he looks into the water and it's like, am I okay? Fuck. What does he see? Antlers coming out of his head. And he's like, what? And he attempts to scream as like, help me. I'm turning into a damn deer. Help me. But a scream didn't come out. You know what came out? A bellow, bitch. A bellow. And he's running, trying to get back home so he can be like, oh my God, someone please help me. What is going on? But as he's running, the antlers, they grow. His nose turns to a snout. His hands and his feet turn into hooves. And suddenly, he's transformed into a goddamn stag. And who's also looking for stags? His dogs. Bitch. Within seconds of hearing him cry, bellow, yip, as all stags do when they scared, his dog's around the corner and it's like, hey, where you been, homeboy? Where you been? We've been looking for you. He's screaming, being like, no, don't eat me, don't eat me. I'm your master. It's me, Actaeon, your homeboy. I gave you a belly rub this morning. Don't eat me. Words aren't coming out, though. So, Actaeon meets his end as he's transformed into a stag and his dogs tear his ass to shreds. And they eat him like a Thanksgiving roast. What we learn? If a person says, don't tell nobody you see me naked, and you do it anyway, you're gonna get cursed. Consequences of your actions of being a peeping Tom. Alright?